Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tatiana, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make whipped shea butter. So as you can see right here, I'm just going ahead and showing you all as the machine that I use in order to make my shea butter. So you want to make sure that you keep your machine as clean as possible, just so that the process stays super sanitary. And right here I'm just showing you the different settings that comes along with this particular mixer, which is by Sunbeam actually. Typically when I make my shea butter, I start at about a 1 to 2 and I end up down by between 10 and 11 where it says whipping. So here, I do think that it's really important for you guys to find the mixture of oils that works best for you. Since I do sell my shea butters, I'm not going to be telling you the exact oils that I use, the brands, or the measurements, but with research you can find the perfect mixture for you and your customers' needs. So you will need something to mix with, something to measure with. You won't need a random butter knife, but you will need a pipette depending on the ingredients you decide to use. I also make sure to use gloves and a face mask for sanitary reasons. Last but surely not least, I use my shea butter, baby. And the shea butter that I opted to use is actually 100% raw, unrefined shea butter. I find unrefined shea butter to be the best, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about all of the benefits of shea butter later on in this video, but not all of them, but a good majority. And then of course here I'm just showing you an overview of everything that we use, and then actually we're going to get right into the making of this video in about 3, 1. What happened to 2? I don't know. But anyway, as you can see here, I'm going ahead and putting on my gloves. Soon here you're going to see why I said that the butter knife is not a necessity, but so I wanted to go ahead and use my butter knife just to show you guys the consistency of the shea butter without me doing anything to it at all. This is just me taking the shea butter right out of the packaging, and I'm just slicing it again to show you the consistency. I just want to flex a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I just keep it at room temperature at all times, and this is how it is. So of course the cutting portion of this video is not necessary, but it can, I guess, help cut down some time on mixing. So if you want to do it, you can, but definitely not necessary. The mixing is there for a reason. I mean, the mixer is there for a reason. So speaking of the mixer right here, I'm just showing you guys the button that I use to open it up so that I can actually begin to load the mixer with all of the ingredients that we'll need. So here we are. So although the bowl is empty right here, in about like 10 seconds it's not going to be empty. First thing that I like to put inside of the mixer is the actual shea butter itself, just because, you know, that's the bulk of this entire process. Like, we need her. So she's just going to go ahead. I'm going to awkwardly place the shea butter inside of the mixer. Only say awkwardly because I know I'm filming, and anytime I'm filming, doing DIY projects and stuff, I just always act really awkward because I know that there's a camera watching me. But I hate to waste things, so I am going ahead and making sure that I get all of the shea butter off of this glass here, and I'm going to put it right into our bowl so that we can begin to add our other oils, as we can see here. So of course, this, I showed you the measuring tool that I particularly like to use. Everyone's different, so you can use anything that you like to measure. This is what I use. I have different measurements for each oil, and as you can see, there are a lot of different oils that I like to use because I want to make sure that your skin is gleaming and super moisturized after using my product. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here, as you can see. So as you continue to load all of your oil, you can do it in any order that you like. Some people may like to add everything at once and then mix. Some people may like to add things as they go, but this is how I do it. So I'm just adding in all of the oils first, and then I'm going to begin the mixing process. So I'm just showing you how it looks before we actually turn the mixer on. I'm going to lower the mixer down, and then we're actually going to go ahead and begin the mixing process. So when I first start to mix my products, I do like I said before, I start at about a 1 to 2, and I kind of have my hands on the mixer just to like kind of help it to concentrate in one spot, and then I'll let it move, things like that. And then, as I mentioned also before, eventually I will allow it to go down to 12 and just allow it to mix a lot faster. using the spoon, in which, shout out to Dollar Tree because that's where I get these spoons from. They have been my favorite thing that I've mixed with so far. Like, they're super durable and they're only $1. And as you can see, it's mixing a lot faster now, so we're down at the whipping setting at this point. And as you can see, the shea butter, the color of it is getting a lot lighter because with the whipping of it, that happens as the consistency begins to get a lot softer and fluffier, the colors lighten. So yeah, I'm going to show you the consistency here soon. After only about 2 to 5 minutes of mixing, this is what we get. It's like a super easy process. You just want to make sure you find a great balance of oils and shea butter. Then I'm going to mix it up here for you guys so you can just see how fluffy and things it is. But we are not done yet. I still have more ingredients to add to my shea butter. But like I said, everyone has their own process and procedure when making their shea butter. But right here, I'm just going ahead and adding in some natural scents. And then I'm going to allow it to mix a bit more to make sure that it's thorough throughout the entire shea butter. And right now I am using my pipette to just put some essential oils that I like to add to all of my shea butters. And we're going to mix it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. On to the health benefits of shea butter. Number one, I love the fact that it's just completely from our Mother Earth. Like, it's just a natural thing that we can use to our benefit. It's packed with vitamins A, E, and F. So it's known to reduce stretch marks, rashes, eczema, even out your skin tone, and it can also help to tone and nourish your skin. Personally, I struggle with dry skin and I could not find a moisturizer that would actually work for my skin, and my dad suggested shea butter, but I literally hated the smell of it as well as the texture. So one day I came across the idea of whipped shea butter and I actually attempted it, and like I said, you just have to try it with trial and error and you will find the perfect mix for you. And that's pretty much what I did here, and I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of that with you. And yeah, so right now, as you can see, I did stop the mixer a little bit and I'm adding in some more oils. So yeah, I also create my own mix of oils and just keep them in one bottle to kind of make it a lot easier as well. So that's what I'm adding here, and I'm just mixing it up a little bit more. Right here, I'm showing you that I've mixed it up until I can't mix no more. And this is my container. Give your skin what it's been waiting for. I'm telling you, shea butter is a life changer. Like, anybody who tries it, they're like, wow, never knew. And it's a fact. But anyway, here we are. So also, like I said, I'm showing you the container. You also want to make sure, just like your mixer, you keep your containers cleaned and sanitized. So I always wash my containers when I first get them, and then I wash them before I pack them as well. So anyway, right here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I fill my containers. I know people like to use a bag or something like that in order to fill their containers, but I don't do that because I'm not skilled in that way. So this is what I like to do. It's really easy, but it is efficient. I'm going to show you how I do it. So I just scoop the shea butter in, starting out, as you can see, really easy, right? I would just like to humbly admire the consistency of this shea butter. Like, it looks super edible. The weird part is that unrefined shea butter is actually edible, but don't eat it, people. But anyway, as you can see, I continue to pack it, and it looks weird, but I'm going to explain everything that I do. So right now, I'm pushing and smoothing. So I push the shea butter down as I smooth it over. Then I'm going to do another weird thing, which is poke holes in the shea butter just to push the shea butter down and make sure there are no spaces in which the shea butter is lacking. So yeah, as I continue to do that, again, I begin to pack more shea butter on top, push and smooth. It's an entire technique that I weirdly came up with and adore because it's very efficient. And that's what I do. So another thing I want to talk about is, I know sometimes people do the double boiling method to make sure that their oils mix properly. I personally don't do that because I have had no issue. My shea butter does not separate at all. And even when it does go through temperature changes, when it comes back to its consistency, considering it is a natural oil, it will consolidate and then remelt, things like that. But I never have an issue with separation and things like that. It always comes back to its same whipped form, and just look at how beautiful it is. If you guys are interested in purchasing my shea butter, you can go to my website. That's www.crowncollectionswithaz.com. Of course, will be in the descriptions box down below. Have a bunch of different scent options. You can get it unscented as well. And yeah, try it out, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye. So no one was gonna tell me it was upside down.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black.